Let's discuss Maruti now. We've had a slew of brokerages telling us that yesterday's move on the stock was unwarranted post that Gujarat subsidiary or 100% subsidiary of Suzuki being formed at the Gujarat plant. Now the stock has actually bounced back post that. But let's get someone to analyze that in greater detail for us. Rohan Kode of Anand Rathi Securities is the auto analyst there, and he joins us to give us his view. Rohan, hi, good morning.
Hi,
you know, we can debate endlessly on the pros and cons of this deal, but do you think that one should be worried about the long-term impact that this Gujarat plant will have on volumes, or should one be positive on the shorter-term demand growth and volume generation that Maruti will have?
I think from a short-term perspective, this deal itself is a positive simply because Maruti is conserving cash. From a longer-term perspective, yes, it's going to be a concern for me because there's still a lot of details that need to be clarified to us by the management. Firstly, how is the transition going to be over the years? How are the exports going to be phased up? How is the capex requirement going to be funded? The management has right now said that marketing margins and the contract manufacturing margins together, they will not actually make much of an impact on Maruti's overall EBITDA margin, which is 12%. But theoretically, we do know that if you only earn a marketing margin, then it's going to be lower. Plus, we already looked at Maruti as a manufacturing plus marketing company. So why split it up into two? So all those things need to be clarified over the it won't be next few days, it will be the next few years. So this is going to be a long-term drag on Maruti. And from a shorter-term perspective, while Maruti is saving cash, I'm also concerned on the demand aspect. We still are not seeing signs of demand recovery in the passenger vehicle space. Competition is a problem. So the fundamental worries on the shorter term are enough for me to negate whatever positives might come in from mere conservation of cash, because I'm looking at Maruti on delivering a better operational performance rather than delivering higher other income.
Rohan, hi, morning. So is that the concern for the long term? Because you know, there's a good chance that the absolute net profit may rise, but the margins may come down. But at the end of the day, should that bother long-term investors? You know, if the overall EPS of the company is going to go up.
Yeah, if once again it's the overall EPS which will be benefiting, but at what multiple should I then value the company? Because if it's only a marketing company, then I will prefer to give it a lower P multiple than say the average multiple that Maruti has got it 14 times. I would prefer to give it maybe 12 times. So that would mean a P/D rating that is coming in, because one half of the entire Maruti story is being taken away for a plant which is supposed to be the driver for Maruti's growth engine over the next decade.
And you were telling us about the performance of Maruti, but post this deal, have you scaled down either your earnings estimates or your target price on the stock?
No, my target price has been maintained at 1475. It's based on FY15 earnings, where there's not going to be much of a change. We still haven't got the capex guidance for FY15, so still maintain the earlier figure. Gujarat is going to come in FY16 onwards, so there's no change in earnings or major change in earnings for FY15 basis that we have right now. So my sell was basically not on the.
Why were you having a sell? Because your consensus on the street had, you know, a buy call because of potential volume growth, etc. Why were you nervous?
No, I mean we have
cautious?
to. I'm cautious because we still don't see demand coming in. Volumes, for example, even on a lower base this year, we'll barely be seeing 1% growth, and that's too because of the 2 months that we lost at Manesar in FY13. So if a company, the company is not being able to register volume growth, I would be not keen on an auto stock which is not growing too much in terms of volume. Plus the margin expansion story which we were playing last year has already happened. So I don't see an incremental delta from a 12 to 12.5% margin that the company is currently showing. So there's no fundamental reason for me to justify a buy at current levels. I would be more interested in looking at it at maybe a 10% lower level from 1475, because then that would make it a buy.
So what are the other stocks that in the auto space that you like at current valuation then?
At current valuation, I like Mahindra & Mahindra, I like Bajaj Auto, and Tata Motors post the correction.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you about TVS Motor. It comes out with its numbers today. Last quarter was good, you know, after 6 quarters of weakness, it delivered a stable quarter. What's the expectation this time, and what's your call on the stock?
I will sell on it. Once again, it's more to do with the run-up in TVS that we have seen in the past few months.
Yeah, it's run up quite a bit.
Yeah, so I'm expecting about 61 crores of profit for the quarter. But once again, since I'm putting my bet on Bajaj, I would rather avoid TVS at this point of time.
Okay. Okay. All right, Rohan. Thanks for stopping by and giving us your view. That's the word coming in on both Maruti and on TVS Motor. Maruti, they have a sell call, by the way, and they have a target price of 1476. They believe there is no reason, no fundamental reason to be buying the stock at this price. Let's slip into a short break.